go out for a little bit of a ride on my bike, which is a heck of a lot lighter and faster and more exciting than those rental bikes I normally ride. So we're gonna head down to Rock Creek. Part of Rock Creek I don't show you because I don't bike up here. Oh wow, I can just tell you the flowers smell really nice up here. Anyway, we're gonna go to Rock Creek, then we'll go down the mall, then we're gonna make my way back home. Pretty quick ride. Oh. It feels weird riding this bike after a whole winter getting by on crappy rental bikes and whatnot. It's like driving your mother's Buick and then suddenly going into like a Ferrari. It's like everything's a little bit different. Anyway, this is definitely not a Buick. We are going way fast. The reason I'm not going faster is that this bike has been in storage for like months. It needs a tune-up. I don't know if something's going to pop or break or whatever. I just got to be a little bit gentle today before it goes to the shop tomorrow for its annual cleanup, annual spring cleaning. We got to use both brakes. Oh well. So we're coming up to this neighborhood called Cleveland Park. One thing I want to show you up here, and I think it's going to relate to what's going on the mall, because I've got a lot of text messages and a lot of emails from you guys about the most random stuff. Yep. Woo. Now we got the arrow. Okay. So this is the Cleveland Park Metro, and what I wanted to show you are these sandbags. I've been getting all these emails that there's a whole bunch of sandbags down in the mall. Now, I don't know what those are all about. I'm going to go down there and take a look. But sandbags at metro stations are, well, kind of a semi-permanent thing. I mean, literally, these have been here for years. And I think at a lot of other subway stations on the emergency exits, which is what these vents are, vents and emergency exits, you've got sandbags piled up all around them to stop flooding. Now, a lot of you have been asking me, why are there sandbags on the mall? Like I said, I haven't been down to the mall, so I don't really know what you're talking about. But I have a suspicion that it might be related to some of the emergency exits of the subway system that exist down on the National Mall. But we'll take a look for you guys. Like I said, let me show you, not tell you. This is Cleveland Park subway. As you just noticed by that screeching downhill, we were kind of in the valley a little bit, so all the water runoff from that neighborhood comes down to this road. Now naturally it's going to go farther down this road into Rock Creek, but it does back up at that subway station quite a bit. I think I have a bike lane here, so we're going to try Oh God, this is downhill times 6. We're gonna have to use both hands here. I'll stop by the heavy braking soon. You know, the bad thing about this downhill is that it's going to be an uphill on the way home. Pretty sure I'm going to hate life on the way home. That's bumpy. Big bumps. Oh, God. So this is supposedly a bike lane. It's filled with glass, rocks, potholes, bumps, parked cars, trees, pollen. There's the bike lane. It's even worse. But we're in the bike lane now. Yeah. Ugh. Flooding. That's all flotsam washout. Okay, how am I going to get to where I want to be? Where I want to be, I think, is on the other side of the street. Yep, one car. Ambulance. We're running through the park. Oh, he's coming this way. It's gonna be loud. So that's one of those AMR ambulances. Those are the emergency but not really emergency type of ambulances. They use those for non-critical. Hey, wait a second, where's the bike lane over here? Oh crap, it's right here. Oh, the bike lane got washed out. Hang on a second. Let's turn around, not with that car coming though. So the bike lane has been washed out. We're gonna have to get around it somehow. Okay, let's go over this way. So it looks like our bike lane is over here. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's cute. Put a curb here. Ugh. Okay. Now we're in the zone. Okay. Welcome to Rock Creek Parkway. The upper part of North Rock Creek. Not the park I show you over the side of the bridge, but the part that's like a mile up from that, where we are now. We're up past the zoo. The zoo is up over there. The National Zoo is up on my right. The Parkway is down here on the left. I'm sorry, not the left, the right as well. It's a pretty day today. Let's get a little bit better gearing here. There we go. So this parkway actually extends a couple miles behind me. In fact, the road is closed to traffic behind me, and it's only cars that are allowed. But this part is pretty popular with joggers, hikers, bikers like myself, and even lost tourists who are trying to get to the zoo, but they took a wrong turn. So that's the back entrance to the National Zoo. Currently closed, but hopefully opening soon. The zoo is actually open for quite a bit of the fall. It wasn't until the big outbreak of the winter that they closed it back up again. Ooh. We have to go through a big tunnel up ahead, which should be a little bit sus because it's a very narrow tunnel. I'm getting text messages from my kids who, after about 7 hours of Minecraft, are now upset that I turned it off remotely. Sorry, kids. Oh, crap. So I'm not sure how much of that you guys could hear because my microphone was buried under my shirt. We gotta go this tunnel now. It does smell like gas, like exhaust. Honestly, the tunnel's not bad. It's this bridge that's really narrow. The bridge is like even more narrow than the tunnel. There's the creek again. Used to be able to go around this bridge, but flooding took out the path. Yeah, we're under a bridge, under the bridge to Adams Morgan. And then this is the bridge this is Connecticut Avenue Bridge. I sometimes walk over this. I usually walk over Massachusetts Avenue, which is coming up in a bit. But these bridges are, well, stunningly impressive, yeah? And then this one actually has the Park Police Mounted Division training area just here at the base, so there's a lot of horses down here. This is where I should have shifted out of gear. Oops. Forgot to shift. Oh well. Little exercise won't kill me. Now this path on the right, it links back up to the hiking path I go to the yellow flowers, trees I showed you. But I'm not going to stay on that path today.
See, this bicycle is very heavy.
On your left, excuse me.
Oh, pardon me.
No worries. There we go. Whee. So the path over there connects into the Glover Archibald Trail, which is the trail you sometimes see me take when I walk behind Dumbarton Oaks and Georgetown. So those trails connect into this. God, this guy's trying to turn left. This is like death. That's just insane. It's insane doing a U-turn on this road. Insane. Up ahead is the Massachusetts Avenue Bridge. I was up on that bridge when we filmed the vice presidential motorcade the other day, and I walk over that bridge pretty much every day. In fact, Barack Obama, he lives up there, in those houses up there. That's the house I can never show you because the Secret Service blocks my access. This part of the trail often floods, so this is going to be a little bit sandy down here. We're down in the low-lying areas here. Yeah, you can see the dirt and the sand. They come and shovel it out. Now up on the right now is Rock Creek Cemetery in Georgetown. That's where Alice Roosevelt, the daughter of Teddy Roosevelt, is buried up there, along with a number of other famous American politicians and families. All right, so we're heading into Georgetown now. We're down behind Massachusetts Avenue right now, so some of those buildings you see up on my left are embassies. These are the backside. I think that might be the Japanese embassy. That's the Korean one there, I think. They all face the park. Or the backsides of them face the park.
Do you remember when
Yeah, this whole part of the path. This whole like quarter-mile section needs to be rebuilt so it's not underwater half the time.
By the end of the year.
So now we're starting to come to the sections of the park that you've seen before, where I've ridden my bike up here under P Street and Q Street. Up here is the Q Street Bridge, the Dumbarton Bridge. And this is the Buffalo Bridge. I show you the Indian heads sometimes. They have these Indian chiefs carved into the side. Their bust is carved into the side along with their headdress along the entire length of this bridge. And then there's a couple bison statues up on the top. Pretty awesome. This bridge is actually curved. It's actually made on a curve back when government budgets allowed for such things. Should be able to see the Indians right in that level. Native Americans. And then that was Q Street, and then up here is P. P as in Paul. And you guys saw me ride one of the rental bikes down here the other day through this section. Yeah, you may recall I rode the rental bike down this thing with about 100% braking in an effort to try to not crash and die. Slightly successful. Ooh. If I get tired later, I'm just going to rent a scooter. I'll just use the scooter to go home and pull the bike behind it. This part of the path isn't as much fun because the cars are right here. And they're really loud and they're really fast. I can't possibly imagine why someone would walk this section. And you can go up there and walk a much prettier park, far away from the cars. Hey boys, I need to pay you. Oh. Hey puppies. So now here we're down at Rock Creek, where it comes into the Potomac. We're getting to the end. Oof. Trees are pretty. Now it gets into kind of chaos. There's actually more traffic on the bike route up here than there is in the road. Washington Monument just down there. And here we go. So this is the Potomac River down by the Watergate Hotel and the Kennedy Center. And it's a popular day to be out on the water, it looks like. Lots of boats, lots of kayaks. Even some paddle boards. Wow, look at this tree. This tree is amazing. Looks like a storm coming. A little bit of a cloud over in Virginia there, heading our way. Now's the bumpy part, which I hate. Wow, these trees are really white.
I used to run.
DC police boat out here. Life jacket inspection. Probably. They do that pretty common. So there are police boats, fire boats, and Coast Guard vessels that patrol this section of the river. Now the District of Columbia extends to the other side of the river. So these bridges, all the water, are technically DC. So when there's a car that comes over from Virginia and falls in the water, well, it crosses from being a Virginia emergency to a DC emergency as soon as they get wet. So we're gonna go up to Lincoln Memorial, then we're gonna go down the mall a little bit, probably cut by the White House and then head back home, I think. also gotta get a drink. God, it's a pretty day. I'm really tired, but it is such a pretty day. Yeah, left. Sounds like a bunch of motorcycle idiots. There's a bunch of these kids who race like off-road bikes, yep, all around the city. The police have said they won't chase them. It's too dangerous to chase them. So you get a bunch of these kids on dirt bikes, basically, terrorizing parts of the city. It's a gang of about 15 of them. It's really annoying. Sometimes they group up and there's as many as 100 or 150. And they're not even old enough to have a license, some of them. And they ride dirt bikes all over the place. DC police won't chase them, but the federal police will chase them. They have no qualms with running them over. It's like, give them a little nudge. Pretty day. Some guys. I don't know if I brought any cash. I didn't bring any cash. Well, I can use a quarter. Thirsty. I think he's got water. Hi, do you have any water? Across the street? Sorry. Oh, water's over there. But it looks like a big line. Refreshments. That's what I need. Oh, it's a wedding party, guys. Someone's getting married.
Oh, well, because he said that's the one.
Da, 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 da. Oh, they got water. Dove bar, ice water. They got sodas. You guys want to see the bride? Someone's happy day. There's a few left. The wind has blown away most of them. You're about a week late.
But is it there?
It's right over there. You can see a few of them. See the pink trees and the white trees over there? There's not many. They're all blown away. You're a week late. You'll find some, if you walk over there, you'll see a couple.
Thank you so much.
Yep. I'm really parched. I mean, if you've ever flown like a real long distance flight, like, you know, like to Asia or Europe, you know, you get very, very dehydrated. And when you have a drink, it feels like you haven't had any water in a week. That's how I feel right now. It's a combination of the... Excuse me, on your right. Excuse me. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, where are these? Let's go down here, yeah. Forest! Jenny! Everybody says that now when you come down to the reflecting pool. They're like, Forest! Jenny! From the movie Forrest Gump. I realize if I zoom my camera in, it makes it like a heck of a lot more scary when I bike in between tourists. It creates the illusion that the tourists are much closer than they really are. And you guys, whoa, I tell you what, they're closer than bugs. I just flew through like 20 bugs. Ugh. Unrestrained little kid. This could be dangerous. That's scooters. I need goggles, guys. There are so many little bugs that are slamming into me every time I go through this. It's like biking through the swamp. Hey, it is a swamp. Ugh. All right, we got through that. Whew. I think when we get away from the water, the number of insects will go down. Rephrase that. I'm hopeful when we get past this water, the number of insects will go down. So this is the World War II Memorial, the Washington Monument. We'll cut across here and give you a view of the Lincoln Memorial in the reflection. Oh, what a beautiful day. Good Lord. What a reflection. Sorry, we gotta pause and take a photo of this, don't you think, guys? Photo-worthy day. Oh my God. Guys, these are going up on my Instagram. Penguin6 on Instagram, and you guys should definitely follow me if you don't already. Stunning view. Let me get a little bit of video of this too. Oh, what a gorgeous view. Gorgeous. This will be up on my YouTube post. And let me get through this photo. Skirt. Excuse me. How did I get down here on the bike? I didn't want to come down here. Let's zoom out. Oof. We don't want to hit these kids. So these guys with the coolers are selling water. Not supposed to. They're not supposed to, but they get away with it. Sometimes. Sometimes the man comes. Stick it to the man. Ooh, these trash cans are overflowing. Okay. Oh, wow. There's some sort of emergency at the Jefferson Memorial. There's multiple fire trucks at the Jefferson Memorial right now. Let's spin over there. We gotta get around this police vehicle. But I suspect he's actually responding to whatever it is over the Jefferson. It looks like an ambulance and a fire truck. Is it just one? If there's more than one, it'd be something serious, but if it's just one, it's probably a tourist fell down the steps or something. Oh, graduation day for some school. Don't know which. I think that's Howard, I think. Yeah, congratulations to that kid. Another ambulance. Can't even get the top of it. Trying to get the top, but it won't. There we go. Had to switch the camera. The camera just did not want to turn up that way. There we go. Let's go up high. This will take us up. The White House is over there on the other side of the ellipse. It's not very windy today. When it's windy, this is filled with kites. But today's kind of quiet. Hey, dog. Food Truck Row. We ate there last week, or 2 weeks ago. We're gonna go past that again. But we'll skip the ice cream. Whew. A lot of tourists down here.
But I guess it is.
Okay, through that. A little bit of a maze. Let's get away from the tourist crowd. There's Food Truck Row. All sorts of foods. Because you can never have enough falafel and hummus. I mean, seriously. They got like 3 or 4 guys selling falafels. I'm like, I don't even know what a falafel is. But there are 3 or 4 guys selling it because the market is there for falafels. Dune buggy. Okay. God, it's a cacophony of artificial organs and drive you insane kind of music. Let's get back here, away from the noise. Down here, past the Department of Agriculture. Now, this building would be perfect as a museum. I mean, the Department of Agriculture, honestly, they should put that in Iowa or something like that, instead of on the National Mall. And turn this building into the museum of something cool, whatever that might be. Aha! I see what we were looking for. So down here, guys, we're at 12th, and what is this street? 12th and Jefferson. This is the Smithsonian Station, the subway station for the Smithsonian entrance and exit. It's a pretty busy, pretty popular station. And just around to the side of it is what I came to show you. There's a lot of questions about this. Sandbags on the mall. And here you go, guys. Quite a few sandbags down here. And what are they guarding? Just like I showed you up in Upper Northwest, they're guarding subway vents. These are emergency exits and vents for the subway system. And if we stay here long enough, we'll actually hear a train come through the station. But they put these sandbags up around all the vents to stop the flooding. And as you can see, well, it's the rainy season right now. So why are there sandbags here on the mall? Well, these are Metro exit access panels, and it's a pretty common thing. They've been doing this for about 15 or 20 years, and they're actually trying to fix this. They're gonna build raised vents. They're gonna like put cinder blocks or something and try to lift the vents up about 2 feet or something like that to try to do away with the need for these ugly sandbags. But these sandbags on the mall, these are related to the subway and to rain. I don't know if there's any more on the mall. I can spin around. I got nothing else to do. Let's go for a bike ride. So yeah, here you can see Smithsonian Station, National Mall subway. There, over there is the escalator down to the subway. And those vents are sandbagged. Let's see if we can find some more vents. I don't think there's any other stations on the mall, but there are emergency access panels for the subways all over the place. Just kind of like randomly between stations sometimes. So like they'll have a emergency exit in the middle of the subway line. So if the train goes down, you can get out and get out of the station. Yeah, let's go down here. Ooh, it's bumpy. Oh, there's the castle. Wow, these clouds are really dark over here. There are a lot of people sunbathing who have not been sunbathing in months or even years. They've got a lot of work to get that base layer tan going. Where are we? 7th Street. Why am I this far down? I don't know. Yeah, you know we're here. Let's go to the Capitol. What the heck? Oof. I almost could go for an ice cream. I drank that entire drink in like a matter of like 10, 20 seconds. I'm that thirsty. Let's go over on the road a little bit. Because over here, I think there's another station. So this is our Air and Space Museum, currently under renovations. Oh, So this is Southwest Washington, D.C. This is the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration. That used to be NASA. Now I think that's also FAA. NASA got a new office 15, 20 years ago. Ooh, this is going to be green for me. Should be. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's a delayed light. I was hoping it'd be green, but also there's a cop. Yeah, I would have run this red light had it not been for his presence. Oh, I hear fire trucks. There's a fire station back. In fact, the president's foam trucks are back here. But I checked his schedule and he wasn't going anywhere today. So let's see what kind of fire trucks these are. A lot of police here today. Where'd the fireman go? Oh, he's over there. I missed him. Bummer. With all the buildings, the echo of the fire truck just goes around in circles. Oh, so many bumps here. I'm gonna run this one. So this is the newest memorial in Washington is the Dwight Eisenhower Memorial. And this just opened sort of to coincide with COVID. This is a young Dwight Eisenhower growing up in Kansas. And his time in the military and his time as president of the United States. This used to be a road. Okay, I used to take this road on my way to the Capitol building, but they decided to repurpose the road to Memorial. This is him just before D-Day, addressing the troops on their way to D-Day. And this is his second inaugural address. A new museum, or new memorial. Let's see what else we can do. There's a bike lane this way. So I'm longingly looking for an electric bike to get myself out of here if the rain comes. If it starts to rain, maybe I can zip out on an electric. Ooh. It's strange though, so we're looking to the east, yeah? And normally clouds don't come from the east, so it's a tad odd. Those must have passed over us without raining, or they rained in a different part of town, like in the southern part of the city. Now, 3 weeks ago, this was all fences. This was all big, ugly riot fences. You couldn't get around down here, which was quite annoying. But now they just put these little crush barriers out, which I guess is an improvement over the big, ugly black fences. This is actually a house office building, but this one was built recently. I don't even know. Is this the O'Neill building? The Foley building? I don't even know what this is. SFB. I used to work in the building next to it, which was known as House Annex 2, and I think they renamed it the Ford Building. This is the Disabled Veterans Memorial, I think. Oh, I'm not going to make that light. That's the Rayburn building in front of us, named after Speaker of the House Sam Rayburn, who was Speaker in the 50s, 60s, I guess, during Kennedy's era. He was a Texas congressman. Very powerful speaker. This is actually the nicest of the House buildings. These have the biggest offices, most modern features. It doesn't have the same ornateness of some of the other buildings. That was more common in the 1920s and stuff, but still, a lot of these more senior congressmen like to have their offices in the Rayburn building. It's very rare, in fact, I think it's almost impossible for a freshman to end up in the Rayburn building. I guess it could happen. These fences are still here. These big uglies. Oh, there, they got these big old barriers. Oh, we got some National Guard guys. Can we make it? I hope so. Ooh, we made it. The National Guard van. So that's what, 3 or 4 National Guard guys? That's like it. I don't see any other Guard soldiers on this entire face of the Capitol, facing the mall here. Not a single one. What's that? That's a cop up there. So we went from a National Guard soldier every like 5 meters to maybe 5 National Guard soldiers in total on this side of the Capitol building. If even that. A lot of blue shirts. This is Capitol Police. There's a movie construction train. Oh, the VA. Okay, let's make our way back up the hill, back up to where I live. Battery is running dead. So, you know what? I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera here. And if we get something on the way back, we'll turn it on again. This will save some battery life for any interesting things we might see in the next few minutes. So I'm not going to do the continued live stream, just going to turn it on and off as we go past certain things. It started raining. So we are headed north, trying to get past the storm a little bit. And it's not working. It's not working. We're getting very, very wet. So my plan to cut up Pennsylvania back to Mass Avenue is falling apart. In fact, I may have to duck under a building any moment. So it looks like our plan worked. We went up from Pennsylvania Avenue up to Massachusetts Avenue, which is about 4 or 5 blocks north. And we got out of the rain. Well, the drizzle, as I should say. It's not as bad up here. It's actually pretty dry right now. So I think we got around it. Fingers crossed. I still have another 20 blocks till I get home. There's a Jimmy John's down here. Have to make note of that. Hey guys, we're back. We're finally up on Embassy Row, Massachusetts Avenue and 21st Street, just up by the Indian Embassy. And since we only have another 5 or 10 minutes of biking and battery life, I figured I'd just turn it back on until it dies. So here's the Indian Embassy on my right and the statue of Gandhi. And now we're going to make our way into the heart of Embassy Row, where there are lots of embassies. Wow, look at that over there. Those clouds are really pretty. You might not see them like I do. So yeah, I did get pretty wet for about 5 minutes. It was kind of drizzle, kind of rain, going back and forth. But once I got a little bit farther to the north, I was able to, I was actually able to just dry off. No, I say that, and I just got hit by a couple of raindrops. Great timing. Wow, these are pretty. No, I don't think they're pretty. I think they're pretty. Those are nice too. This is the Greek embassy, and this is Yazlos. I don't know who that is. This is the Kenya embassy under renovation. This is Vietnam. This is a new embassy since we just reestablished relations with Vietnam under the Obama administration, I think it was. Philippines. This, I think, is an ambassador's house because I think Egypt's embassy is somewhere else in town. Oof. What do we got here? This is Chile's embassy. Chile. And Haiti. This used to be Pakistan's, but I think they've moved. Oh, there's a party at the Kyrgyz Republic embassy. And basically it says, if you can't read this language, you can't come to the party. I don't know what it says. Croatian embassy, Cameroon. You guys have seen all these before. The Dutch ambassador, he's got a lot of tulips around his house. Chad. Though the flag of Chad always confused me with that of Romania. They have a very similar flag. Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. Zambia, under renovations as well. Who's that back there? EU country back there. Slovakia? This is like the Marshall Islands or something. Venezuelan ambassador's house. Somebody needs to mow the lawn again. Yard's getting a little out of control, guys. We missed the Korean embassy over there. And the Japanese embassy up here. I'm just mentally getting myself ready for the uphill. Because we're going to cross the bridge. This was Bill Casey's house, CIA director under the Reagan administration. He used to live here. He was a wealthy New York financier and a former OSS man. Lesotho, embassy of Lesotho. And now we come up to the big Turkish embassy, and then the Islamic temple of Washington, the Islamic Center of Washington. The temple. Turkish embassy. I don't know if they actually call it a mosque or just the Islamic Center. I'm not sure on the name rights. On your left, excuse me. Okay, hang on a second. Gotta go through this guy's air vent. That guy just blasted me with leaves. He doesn't like bikers. And now the uphill. We are crossing back over Rock Creek Parkway. This is the Massachusetts Avenue Bridge. We saw this about an hour ago in our video when we were biking underneath it. But now we have to go up it, up this road. There, you can see down there, we were on that trail down there earlier in this video, making our way along the Rock Creek. And then that's the dirt trail I was mentioning. I sometimes hike that. And up ahead is, well, up. Just up. Uphill. We need a little bit more gear help. Okay, rain's starting to pick up again too. Not exactly welcome. Whew. This is a slow, arduous, uphill pedaling that doesn't feel good. It's fun coming down it. Going up this is awful. Trees are really pretty over here. On your right. Thank you. The Prince Philip condolence flowers are getting a little bit bigger. Whew. Vice President's house. This is so much easier with an electric bicycle. Oh well. Nice breeze. Sunset's pretty. Whew. Wow. Sorry I'm not talking much, but as you could probably imagine, it's not easy. Finland, the Vatican's embassy, and the Norwegian ambassador / embassy. Oh good, a stop sign. No, I'm not going to run this red light. Whew. Taking advantage of that stop red light. We're here at 34th and Massachusetts. Over there is the entrance to the Naval Observatory. Vice President's house. But we still have to go up. Yeah. We still have more to go. So here's Queen Martha. That's the subject of the new PBS show Atlantic Crossing, which I think we binged watched over yesterday. My wife and I, or more my wife. I have to catch up a little bit. It's on tonight on PBS, Sunday night on PBS. If you want to catch up on it, I think it's episode 2 or 3 tonight. Whew. More uphill.